Okay, stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Commissioners' meeting. It is number 33. Today is Thursday, August 22nd at 10:05 a.m. And we will begin with public comments. Name and address for the record. You have 3 minutes. Terry.
Terrence Asarco, 127 East Grand Street, Lowellville, Ohio. It'd be prerogative that we have a dialogue on this project 2025. The more I read into it, the more I hear on the radio or roundtable discussions on family and friends, it's dangerous, and it's not going to help any of us in this room or in this country if it goes through. It's a very conservative way of looking at life. And if we want to go back 100 years, well, vote for the party that wants it. We don't. We want to continue being progressive as much as we can in this country. Vote for the party that doesn't want this, but it has to be looked at. And it's very contentious races in this entire country. Just listening to talk radio, you hear a lot of hate talk. If you're a Democrat, Democrats hate Republicans. If you're Republicans, you hate Democrats. I'm an independent voter. Why hate someone about their political ideology? Because it just makes, and it ruined over this past year. A friendship of 50 years went south of the border because of their ideology, and they can't fix it. It's wrong. And I feel sorry for this country if we just allow this division. We can get along, we can disagree.
Exactly. Thank you, Terry. Next. Mr. Rapovi, you're looking pretty dapper back there. Like the glasses, like the hair. Looking good. Retired life is treating you well, isn't it? All right. No one else. Party?
Oh, good shape.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, Chairman.
Wing something if you want.
I know you could. All right. Well, with that being said, Carol, motion.
Motion for the approval of the previous minutes board meeting number 32, Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, and approval of bills for payment.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, on agreements, A, B, C. We will begin with the sheriff, A and B.
C.
All 3. Mr. Iberis, okay.
Good morning. Commissioners, agreement A is an agreement with Wadsworth Solutions for a warranty for the UPS backup unit batteries that backs up to jail computers in the amount of $7,725 non-general. And B is a 5th amendment to the master agreement with Securus Technologies for software review service and no cost to the county. And C is an agreement with Calio Corporation for the purchase of a package pro that benefits the Detective Bureau in the amount of $4,932 non-general.
Thank you, sir. Motion.
Motion to approve the agreement A through C.
Second. Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficante?
Okay, change orders, A and B. And we have Megan, our Director of Convention and Visitors Bureau, with some things.
Good morning, Commissioners. Letter A is a change order number 1 with Infinite Synergy LLC for website charges at no change in the amount of $75,000, and those are non-general funds.
Thank you. And grants management,
Anna?
Anna.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is a change order number 2 and final with Faust Construction.
Inc. for the Poland Avenue Neighborhood Improvement Project, Phase 2, in the decreased amount of $2,767.81. And this is non-general.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Motion?
Motion to approve number 3, change orders A and B.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Resolutions?
Motion to approve resolutions number 1, addition.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Resolutions, letters A through G. We'll begin with the auditor's office.
Alex?
Alex?
Hi, good morning, Commissioners. Okay,
Good
this is item A for auditors. It's a resolution approving the moral obligation payment of $2,739.25 to Manatron Inc. for license renewal services.
Thank you. I'll do letter B. This is a resolution to change the county seat from the Commissioners' hearing room to the OSU Extension Office, 490 South Broad Street, Canfield, 44406, on Thursday, August 29, 2024, at 9 a.m. Believe it or not, that's the Canfield Fair. We're holding our meeting there. Then we're going to do the ribbon cutting to officially open the fair. And yes, it's here. Audrey, you want me to proceed?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is a resolution approving a business associate agreement with Consensus Cloud Solutions LLC for HIPAA compliance regarding online tax services.
Thank you, Audrey. And letter D, facilities, Ella.
Morning, Commissioner. D is a resolution approving the moral obligation payment of $1,338 for no fire protection for a service call at Oak Hill State Bridge.
Thank you. Letter E, grants management. And F, Anna.
Thank you, Commissioners. This resolution is approving the second addendum and expenditures with the following agency funded by the American Rescue Plan Act. And it is with Coatesville Township for $20,000 additional funding to complete their fire station improvements. Item F is a resolution to approve the agreement and expenditures with the following agency funded by the American Rescue Plan Act for the city of Campbell at $75,000 for a cybersecurity network.
Okay, thank you, Anna. And letter G, purchasing, Holly.
Good morning. I am on behalf of Jimmy Fortunato, who couldn't be here today. And per your meeting, August 7th, staff meeting, this is a resolution approving amendment number 1 to Exhibit A with CCAO Service Corporation and the CCAO SC Energy Solutions for the natural gas purchasing program.
Thank you, Holly. Motion carries.
Motion to approve number 2, resolutions A through G.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, with a go to the order, elected officials or department heads like to comment. Megan, come on. She's got some good news for us. Thank you.
Happy to have good news. So I just wanted to share a report that the Convention and Visitors Bureau has just gotten. And this was a report from Tourism Economics, and they've released an economic impact report of tourism in Mahoning County. So it shows really positive results, and we're really excited to see these results showing steady growth in our region and all throughout Mahoning County. So I'll give you some stats here. According to this report, the economic impact of tourism in Mahoning County is $1.1 billion in 2023, with over $638 million of that attributed to direct visitor spending. So this encompasses the overnight stays, the direct impacts, and day stays as well. So this has also attributed and supported over 10,000 jobs in Mahoning County. So this report has really exceeded my expectations of Mahoning County, just showing our growth and our sustainability as a county and a visitor destination, which is nothing but encouraging. I only expect to see that grow in the future, especially with the recent reopening of our downtown hotel, which we're happy to see. So our occupancy rates here in Mahoning County have consistently over the last 6 months, and you can even go back a year, have been higher than most counties and the majority of counties in Northeast Ohio, and even showing throughout Ohio as well. So we're considered at about on an average of about 80% or 78 to 80% of occupancy rates in Mahoning County, which is amazing. So this is nothing but positive, and we're happy to see it, and we know we're going to keep growing. And it just shows us that Mahoning County is resilient, we are strong, and we are a visitor destination, and now people all throughout the country are really starting to see that. So we're very excited.
Very good. So people are coming here to visit.
They very much are.
Everybody says, oh, no, nobody's coming to
They very
Mahoning
much
County.
are.
Here's one right here. Thank you. Some great information.
We have wineries all over Mahoning County.
Winery, breweries, amazing museums.
Antique shops,
Antique,
Yes.
16 of them.
16 of them. We don't have any golf courses, though, do
No, not at all, right? Some of the best.
Some of the best in the land.
Country.
And you know what, people are coming here to do that.
Mhm.
The restaurants are phenomenal, food is phenomenal. And there's all different venues of food, whether it's Italian or Polish or Irish or barbecue, whatever you want to eat, you can eat on account. We got food.
You can't forget about our gem of Mill Creek Park. I mean, it's just,
Right.
what we have here has been underrated for a long time, and now people are really starting to see it.
And then downtown, once all the mess gets cleaned up, of course it is at this
On its
point,
way.
it's on its way. We have 30 people using the hotel this weekend.
Just
Yes,
last night.
Just last night. So I would expect that DoubleTree will probably have close to 50 by the end of tomorrow. Because there's a lot of things going on this weekend. I'm excited. And, you know, we have the premiere on Sunday.
Yeah,
So that's a plus. And that takes in probably 5,000 to 6,000 people. Sandy Valley does an excellent job with that and donates so much and food. And the runners get breakfast before they go, and they have Charlie's catering food when they get done. And I mean, he just is the best. So that's this weekend, and of course, we have community cup, of which Commissioner Bob is in. And I was saying, I'm doing that. Number 2 on the list.
I should have joined. I would have been,
Yeah, you were really one. We got some
Yeah,
number
Ross,
one.
right
why
over
didn't
the
you?
top.
Who'd have thunk it?
You could run us right over the top. You wanna join that? You could-
When did it start? So when did the weigh-in start?
We're on what?
This is the final.
This is the
No,
final.
but when did they start?
June.
10 days.
10 weeks.
A long time ago. Could you start with that back 10 weeks?
I've lost about 5 to 7 pounds a month since April, so I started at 218. This morning I was at 180. So 38 pounds and let's see, middle of March to April to May,
When I
June,
asked
July,
you
August,
guys
5
if you
months.
Wanted to be a part of this. What did you tell me?
No way.
I had to go outside and get other people.
Too funny.
But we are doing the walk. We're doing the 1 mile or the 2 mile, whatever you ladies want to do. We're done. Yeah, and next week, we're timing ourselves. I'm excited about that. I said Sunday, it's a lot of runners, a lot of walkers. I normally walk. It's another exciting day, good weekend. Fair's coming up. I'm excited about.
You're getting it all back. That's what I would.
Could stand there, and then I think they have Chinese, they still have Chinese restaurant there. that-
Noodles. Yeah.
I
love that. I liked it when Guzzo's had the fruit and vegetable stand and they would freeze the fruit, you could get a cup of, watermelon and all the different things frozen in those little balls, and it was
Are you
good.
kidding
They're not
me?
doing that. I want fries, sausage, steak sandwiches.
We have to go get weighed in today and she's talking about eating.
Get bread.
Oh, you can treat yourself a little bite.
Anyway, I'm rambling.
That's all right.
Have a nice weekend. We enjoy everything that's out there this weekend. The Playhouse has an excellent play down at the Palace. And that is gonna be, it's part of a Broadway production with, I think, the young fellow's name is Fritz. Broadway.
Michael Moritz from Mahoning County.
Right.
He won a Tony Award in 2019. He lives in New York.
So
And
he's
he
gonna
came
be
in
there.
to do the,
And he brought
what's called Beautiful.
beautiful, and it's all about Carole King, and I
Yep.
love Carole King.
Yeah, you can't not
She's one
love
of
Carole
my
King.
Age range people.
She's not that old. I'm sorry.
You weren't here.
Carol can't reach you, she'll smack me, so you better be.
I know.
But I'm
Okay.
excited to go to that. I think downtown will be packed. Because we'll have the runners, there for the marathon. And we're gonna have, it'll be a nice venue.
So I'm trying to get you this little snippet. This is Brooke May,
She's so fit.
and she is a
And when I knew I had to take this another day.
it's only 30 seconds long, so.
Lord, you make me feel so tired. More than I let you.
I was at the Youngstown Playhouse,
So intense.
She's
100th
19.
anniversary.
So she's a 19-year-old student that just graduated last year from Austintown Fitch. And along with Mike Moritz and Dr. John Cox in charge of the Playhouse, it's all volunteer. So you have a Tony Award winner from Mahoning County that came and back and volunteered, because no one gets paid that does it. The shows keep the theater going. So the longest continuous running playhouse in the United States, 100 years, it never stopped productions. So
And I'll
it's
tell you, if you go
pretty
to
amazing.
If you go to any of the other places that I've been to, a lot of ladies. We have a volunteer.
Right.
We have our code. You feel like you're in the Cleveland, you go to the theatrical area in Cleveland, it's like their small playhouse that they have in Cleveland. Well, Pittsburgh, I mean, we're like in between two great places, and now I think with John Cox being the director of that, we're gonna move in another direction. So you'll be doing a lot of that.
Yeah, and it's great to hear that.
New director. Powers, the orchestra. As you conduct.
And the information that Megan just gave us, that Anthony talked about as well, 1.1 billion economic growth from the tourism coming in. It mirrors the almost 1.2 billion over the last 4 years that of construction permits pulled in Mahoning County. So a lot of positive things, a lot of good things happening. Convention and Visitors Bureau, Megan was telling us today that other counties were calling to talk about how we're structured. Because I think we're one of only like 3 or a handful of counties that have the Convention and Visitors Bureau in the state of Ohio under the commissioners. So all of them are independent boards with volunteers, sort of like the Mill Creek Metro Parks. With independent boards that oversee them. So a lot of good things happening. Megan's brought a lot of new things to the table, and we're excited about the things that you and Tara are putting together and doing a great job. We appreciate it. And talking about 100 consecutive years for the Playhouse, but yet our state legislature recesses for the last 25% of the year, so they can campaign while they're doing musical chairs, and still have not addressed any of the property taxes and the reassessments the increases, a cap on the increases, expanding the homestead exemption, adhering to the Duralf Act, so, I mean, all of the things that make our life in Mahoning County difficult from a standpoint of property taxes being up 40 to 50%. And, so in Youngstown, yeah. And, it's a travesty that they don't meet. And I see in a couple other states that they've come out and they've requested that the state legislatures come back in the session and not recess till the end of the year and try to resolve some of the issues. There is opportunities to put a cap on it, opportunities to change the reassessments, opportunities to not put the school funding on the backs of property tax owners, opportunities to increase the homestead exemption so people that are retired don't get taxed out of their homes because of expanding property taxes. But yet, they kick the can up the hill for the last 2 years in session and have not passed one bill that helps the health, safety, and welfare of the residents of Mahoning County with respect to the increases in property taxes.
Plus
So,
the utility increase.
yeah, we were told
Electric increase.
the electric bills are going to go through the roof. A year ago, we asked them what was going on from the state level to combat that. And, they look at you with a blank stare. So, the PUCO is not doing their job with respect to utilities, so it's making it difficult, with the inflation and on top of everything, it just compounds the ability. I know, and we all have the same story. My first home that I bought in 1980, I paid I'll never forget, $248.16 a month. That included my property taxes, insurance, payment, principal. And the interest rates at that time were 18%. That's what I paid, 18%. And it was, and today I pay $500 to $600 a month in property taxes. So it's, people that live in homes that is their homestead, maybe from their parents or from that they bought like I did more than 30 years ago. It's difficult to maintain, especially when you look at water rates and the electric, gas, and you put everything on top of it, your home insurance, it's getting very difficult. People have to start looking at things from a different perspective on what they do and how they pay. And most of us can't afford to retire because of the cost of healthcare, so anyway, there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of good things are happening in Mahoning County and a lot of things that we're trying to combat and fill the hole on an annual basis, before we can plan for the future, because you have to, step back and cover up what someone else has dug and created on our behalf, So anyway, there's a lot of work to do, and I hope people that represent us, do the right thing with respect to taking care of the residents they were elected to serve. So, thank you.
So I couldn't agree more. Let's talk a little bit about property taxes. When this whole thing was coming into fruition, the housing market was at its highest, overinflated costs. The state legislature should have known that the reval was coming up. Nobody down there said, hey, wait a minute, pause. These houses are overpriced, they're overinflated, and you're going to base the property tax rate upon the inflated price of the home. Nobody stopped it, and they could have stopped it, and they could have said, wait, let's not do this right now. Let's leave everything like it is because it's not going to last. They failed to do that. Congress has failed to do it. The state legislature has failed to do it. They haven't given anybody any breaks cutting taxes, taking on the utility companies, even these internet companies, these cable companies. Look at your cable bills. Look at your phone bill. Look how much everything goes up. Keep adding it up. Not everybody has that kind of money, and salaries have certainly not kept pace with inflation. And I'm not even talking about going to the grocery store. Let's talk about prescription drugs. Why isn't our government addressing this? Why aren't they giving breaks to the taxpayer, especially our elderly? Now, I say this all the time, and it doesn't go any further in this room. Why, I don't know. and nobody listens to it in Columbus, anybody who's 70 years old, whose home is paid off, they should not have to pay another dime in property taxes. That house is yours. You've worked your butt off all your life to pay for your home. That is your bank. You put roofs on the house, sinks, remodeled bathrooms. You've cut the grass, roofs. You've paid insurance, but yet you still don't own your house. Now your rates are so high. You're 70 some years old. You can't go out and get another job. Your pension can't keep pace with everything going on. It's not fair. These are simple things the government could all go down there do and say, let's claw this back. Let's look at the homestead exemption. Like Dave said, let's make it larger, make it easier for the taxpayers. And they won't do it. And that's what upsets me, about government. You don't hear anybody down there trying to give us a break. They really don't. I'm not blaming anybody. I don't know what they're down there for.
They vote on social issues all the time
Constantly.
that don't impact anyone. They impact the fringes, and 10% on the left, 10% on the right. They battle each other downtown or down in Columbus.
Yeah.
And the 80% of us in the middle are trying to figure out what you pay a month.
And Terry's right. We're over here nitpicking each other. Oh, I hate you because you're a Democrat. Oh, I don't like you because you're Republican. Look at the people in between those arguments that are missing out. What is the middle class going to do? What about the person that can't help themselves? What are they going to do? Everybody's trying to outdo the other. I don't look at parties. I look at people. And I think that's what we got to get back to in this country. Start looking at people and forget labels. But boy, I tell you, it's getting terrible. It's getting really bad. Megan, great report. You did a wonderful job. Thanks for sharing this. I hope the community knows more about this and you go out in your travels and tell them Mahoning County's a great place to live. All right. Nancy, when's our next meeting?
Next Thursday, OSU extension.
Never. She never.
Can't feel fair.
Yeah, really.
Second.
To adjourn.
All right, roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes, thank you.
You make me